Hey everybody, this is Christy with the Garden Tower project, and we've had a lot of people request some Facebook Live videos, which we've never done before. So this is our first one. We're giving it a try, and hopefully we'll do more soon. So what this one is about is starting seeds indoors, specifically tomato seeds. And this flat that you see in front here is all the tomato seeds I'm starting right now. So tomato seeds should be started indoors 4 to 6 weeks before your last frost date. So the last frost date is the date in the spring when you won't receive frost again, and it can vary by a couple weeks even in the same zone. So you should double check that for your zone area, and you can check that on our Garden Tower project page. If you go to the Learning Center and go to Garden Planning, then you can look up your zones and get some other ideas about general seed starting stuff. So these tomatoes that are here, one thing that I want to talk to you about with tomatoes is you need a really good light fluffy seed starting mix. So you can see this has a lot of, it's not just pure black dirt. You need that because the roots need the air and the water to be able to expand and grow easily. Tomatoes also germinate best if the soil temperature is like 70 to 80 degrees, probably 75 to 85 is ideal. These have been sitting on a heat mat, you can see there, to try to keep the soil temperature up. We're in zone 6A or 5B, so it's not really that warm out, so I'm trying to keep the soil temperature nice and high. The other thing that most people don't know about tomato seeds, or tomatoes in general, is they do have a high susceptibility to several viruses. Mosaic virus, that's the first one that comes to mind. And that's easily transferable from your hands even, and other gardening tools to your tomato plants and your seeds. So if you're starting tomatoes from scratch, so to speak, you want to make sure that the pots, either you use pots or this is a seed starting tray that we sell, are completely clean and sterile. So if you're reusing pots from a previous year, make sure to wash them really good in soapy, warm, hot water before, and let them dry completely before you put any soil or do your seeds. Also, make sure that you wash your hands thoroughly, especially if you smoke, because there's a tobacco mosaic virus that can transfer from your hands to the seeds when you're planting them, and that'll impact your seeds the whole time. Like it'll ruin your seeds and plants going forward. So always want to make sure that you have clean tools and utensils when you're growing tomatoes. Tomatoes, you can see a few different varieties here. I try to always put the dates on my seed starting plant markers, so I have an idea. That's when I put them in the soil. You can see obviously some of these down here aren't really coming up yet. So those are bigger, these are bigger tomatoes here, like the beefsteak. That usually takes a little bit longer for it to come up. This white currant here, that seed is actually about 8 years old. So I overseeded it thinking it wouldn't germinate, and it's actually germinating better than I expected. So I'm probably going to have to transplant these into a bigger pot as they get a little bit bigger. And then the rest of these, so you can see how they come up. As they get farther along and grow another set of leaves, we'll post another video so you can kind of see what you need to do or look for and how to spread them out and transplant them. So I hope this was helpful. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot one more thing, sorry. One of the things that you need to do is keep this moist. A lot of times, you should water it well when you put your seed starting mix in. And then a lot of times what you'll do is just come back with a little spray or mist bottle and keep the soil evenly moist across it so they can germinate well. I use this because it's a pressure pump. So I can pump it up, and then I don't wear my hand out just spraying, squeezing a trigger on a sprayer. So once you pressurize it, then you can just gently, easily, just mist all around all of your seedlings. It makes it really easy. You just depress the button, and that's it. So it saves some wear and tear on your hands and your wrists and fingers, especially if you're starting a ton of seeds, like I am. Here's all of the seeds that I'm starting right now. It's kind of nice to start seeds because you get some nice green early in the spring, before stuff is all greened up outside. So I think that's it. Hopefully this was helpful, and we will try to do more of these down the road. Thanks, everyone. Have a great Saturday.